Well, hello, everybody.
Hey.
Howdy.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not letting Anthony... What is going on?
I don't know. I think that's Anthony.
I'm not letting Anthony get away with anything today. I'm letting you know right now. He's going to try... I just want to let you know. Hey, it's Sports and Spaghetti. He's going to try to play this up so bad. And I just can't see it. Okay? I have a lot to say today. And I know you have a lot to say, and we might come to blows by the end of this show today about this meal you've cooked. So it's Globe on the Stove. We have 2 episodes left. This is week 8. Following up an incredible score last week. This week we have a chance to outdo that with Hawaiian cuisine, which is Anthony's
Third selection
on Globe on the Stove. And so maybe you'd think, all right, something with pineapple, Hawaiian, coconut, mango, something tropical.
Oh, drink is tropical.
I'm not done. Tropical. Instead of that, we have this.
So I made a little three-piece Hawaiian meal for you gentlemen. As you can see up there, I have the Hawaiian mac salad. That's the most popular in the plate lunch, which is usually it's some form of meat like the tonkatsu that I made.
Yeah,
some of that.
Where's that today?
It's in the relics, and then I did some pog, which is.
Where is that?
In my half gallon.
Okay, let's have that. I want that ready.
The nectar of the gods, and then I have the most popular little gas station snack, from Hawaii, and that is the Spam musubi.
All right, here's the thing. Let's talk. All right. You have been to Hawaii. I've never been. Right? You've been there.
I have.
Anyway, you went to Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
And the takeaway you had was this. This is the thing you're making to represent Hawaii.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably one of the most popular, most eaten things.
At a gas station.
No, they make it everywhere.
That's like a taquito at 7-Eleven.
But no, not at all.
Do they make it around here?
No.
This is what they serve at the gas station.
It's not like, oh, this is a gas station, get the food. No, it's like, hey, you want to stop for something quick? Grab that.
Let's go to the gas station.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Okay. And so, all right. So what is this?
Spam musubi.
Musubi. And what does musubi mean?
I don't know. But
you don't know?
No. So it was popularized in Hawaii post World War II. It's a local staple found in gas stations, lunch spots, everywhere. I had this pretty much everywhere. I had this from a gas station called the Minute Stop, MINIT. And I ate this after hiking down a mountain named Pololu.
Oh, it replaced the electrolytes, eh?
No, the 2 Gatorades I chugged replaced the electrolytes. This was just because I was starving.
But on the picture, it says it's served like this.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. It's either or. I just plated it. So I didn't have a mold. I'll explain how I made it, but I didn't have a mold. You can buy a musubi mold.
Oh.
But I didn't have one.
Oh.
So can I ask what's in it? Because I'm not eating it before I know.
Yeah, so it's it is Spam, it's the most popular meat in Hawaii. It's everywhere. Obviously popularized after World War II.
What is Spam for those that don't know?
Spam is canned spiced ham. If you eat tuna out of a can, if you eat chicken out of the can, it's literally the same thing.
I don't do either of those because it's not. It's a processed meat.
Yeah.
You know, all of those are.
This is very processed.
Heavily processed.
So what I did was...
It's like a hot dog, which isn't helping.
It is like a hot dog.
It's not helping you, I know.
So what I did was I took the Spam and I marinated it in some Kikkoman teriyaki sauce. And then you throw it and you fry it.
Oh, Santa Maria. Okay.
And then this is the low sodium one too.
I figured.
And then you fry them in a pan, get them nice and crispy. And then you're supposed to like coat it again to make it like sweet and sticky, but I just saved a little bit so you guys can pour it on there. And And then you get sticky rice, like sushi rice, and nori, which is seaweed. And then it's just wrapped up.
That's seaweed?
That's seaweed. I didn't want to tell you yesterday. When you were like, I'm not eating Spam, I was like, you should be worried about the nori.
Oh, no.
So I gave you a little baby one.
It better not taste anything like those seaweed chips
You're
things.
right, Chris. Seaweed's not going to taste like seaweed. This was my first attempt. I mean, you could have the pretty one if you want.
It better not taste like those chips.
It will.
Then I'm going to throw up. It's going to be salt bomb.
No, it's not salty. Like I said, I didn't add any salt.
It's going to taste, Nick. It's going to taste like low tide. Ooh.
Oh, dude, open it halfway and you'll smell it. Here, brother. That's all you.
This is going to be...
Throw a little teriyaki on it.
This is going to be a nightmare.
We're
Did
gonna
you try it yet?
Yeah. That's all you, Nikki.
Dude, I'm not putting this in my mouth.
Oh, no.
You can get real racist here, buddy.
I'm not going to get racist. No. No. No, no. No, no, no. No, no. No, 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 no. Give me the drink.
Both of you guys ate blood, okay?
Man, I hated that. I hated every minute. No.
That one's actually really bad.
Why?
It's not nicely. That was the first one I tried.
It's not helping you. It's not hurting you, I should say. No. No, no, no. It smells exactly what I thought it would smell like. And that is a problem for me.
It smells like sushi. Pretty much all it is.
Oh, no, Mom. Listen. Go on the YouTube of this and just take a look at this monstrosity. That's the whole problem with it, is that it's fish. It's got water. It tastes like seawater. It's gonna taste like seawater, and I know it's not gonna break easily.
No, it's not. You're gonna have to chew pretty hard. I also wouldn't completely unwrap it. I would leave it halfway wrapped. Or you're gonna have some rice on your hands.
Oh dear.
So Ross actually likes his with eggs.
Tin?
Yeah, so he'll do his with like a fried egg on it, like a breakfast sandwich.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I did it. I got a piece of seaweed. No. Oh no.
You have a drink, Chris.
Shut up! Han. That's better. The teriyaki is delicious.
Did the nectar of the gods help wash it down?
It repeated.
Oh, it repeated. Fantastic.
It was good. It was good. It's going to give me heartburn, but it's very good. That's good. That's like high C. Is it fresh? Did you give what is it?
So it is.
I know what it stands for.
So yeah, it's passion fruit. It is orange juice and it's guava nectar. And the easiest way to get it here. I mean, it's everywhere in Hawaii, obviously, but it's fresh everywhere. I appreciate the second bite. Thank you. I know it was tough, and he spit it out.
It's not you. It's the meal. It's not you. The Spam is so bad. The Spam is so bad. I'm sorry that I did that. I'm gonna wrap it back up so it doesn't hurt me anymore. And that's it. Keep talking. Sorry.
So it's It's passion fruit juice, orange juice, and guava nectar. Easiest way to get it here is to go to a Spanish store. Go to a Spanish store and get your guava nectar and your passion fruit juice from the Goya section. They have big little cardboard containers.
Yeah.
So you get that, and then you mix it with some fresh OJ, and it's one part of each, and it's delicious.
It really is.
And they serve that literally when you touch down in Hawaii. They serve that on the plane.
It's really good. This is very good. I'm gonna rate this very high.
So
I would drink like a lot of it, but I'm sure there's a lot of sugar in there.
Hawaii consumes 7 million tins of Spam a year.
Wow, just in one state. No kidding. Okay. Well, we can't move on until you eat that.
I don't think I can.
This is unbelievably popular in the state of Hawaii.
Genuinely don't
and
think
that's
I
why I
can.
made it.
After what I just witnessed.
I saw in here that it's very popular.
From what
And
I
I'm
just-
sure you made it perfectly fine. The rice is very sticky. It looks proper. It looks like a gas station bite, if you will. Like unbiased, not playing it up at all. Anthony, it tastes so bad.
It's really not that
It
bad.
sucks. It's so bad.
Guys, it's really not.
From what I've witnessed from the other side, I don't know if I can.
But
try
I
it.
don't. I'm not known to like seaweed, and the Spam was horrendous. I think the seaweed was better than the Spam because the consistency of the Spam was not what I wanted. I thought it was going to be the consistency of a hot dog, and it isn't. It's much softer.
Guys, it's ham.
It doesn't taste like ham.
No, it does. It tastes just like ham.
No, I disagree. All right, well, while you do that, I want to know what this is.
Bro, I don't want to put this in my mouth like straight up.
You have to,
No, like I really don't want to though.
but you have to.
No, but like I really can't.
Yes, you can.
No,
I did.
My body physically won't let me.
Well, that's what the camera will show.
Dude, like I can't pick it up.
This is
Because why does it feel like that?
It feels like a dead fish, Anthony.
Dude,
No, it
it
does
smells so bad.
Yeah.
The Spam. It actually looks. I don't know. It looks disgusting.
You got to take a bite.
It looks like
and you got to get it down.
it looks like a bull testy or something. I don't know. And I literally just watched like a Final Destination episode or something the other day, and someone like ate seaweed, and then it like expanded in their stomach and exploded their stomach.
Okay, well that's not gonna happen.
And there's just a lot going through my mind right now.
This Anthony,
Dude,
something's wrong.
I'll explain that after.
Something's off.
Chris,
Something's
like,
rotten
do you
in
understand
there.
how bad this smells? Like,
Did you see how I reacted to it,
this
Nick?
smells like when I would drive my old car like 1 mile per hour over 80 miles per hour, and then I'd get out and smell the engine, and that's what it smells like.
Yeah. It smells like low tide. It smells like Candlewood Lake. Trust me. Every time I drive by with the windows down, this is what it smells like. Oh my God, I had a bubble. It just tasted like, Get this away from me, too. I'm going to have, I'm not sponsored by Poppy, but this is banging.
I really don't think I can.
You got it.
I really don't.
Take a bite, Nick.
I can't. Chris, the feeling, the look, and the taste. Like, there's no redeeming qualities about what I'm
I
looking at.
know it's not. But eat it. You got to take a bite.
Like, I don't think like, I would take a bite of not the seaweed.
No, take a bite with the seaweed. You got to take a bite. You can spit it out if you don't like it. But you got to experience that. It's an experience indeed. Look at Anthony. He's just like, I got them.
Why don't you eat the mac and grossness over there?
Mac and gross.
It's just macaroni salad.
We're waiting for you. I'll eat that after you try
Well,
that.
but it's going to take me time.
All right, explain this while he waits.
So the mac salad is unlike any mac salad you've had before.
Tell.
It's a plate lunch.
yellow.
It's a plate lunch specialty. Chris, you're not going to like it specifically because there is a lot of mayo in
I
it. It's
can't.
mostly
Nah,
mayo.
I'm not eating that either. Nah, you pick one. You pick one. I'm not doing both.
You gotta go with both.
You pick one.
You gotta go
pick
both.
one. You pick one.
It's the Is it not the IJ punishment? If you don't do the punishment, you're gone.
All
off the
right,
show.
bye.
That's right.
Bye.
Hey, I did. I'm going to eat this. I'm not going to love it. But
Farewell.
It's a heavy mayo, but there's some sugar in it. There is some milk. There is some apple cider vinegar. There is 2 shredded carrots, half of a shredded onion, and elbow macarons. Now, this is supposed to be served ice cold, the coldest you can get it, like right out of the fridge. It will taste better if you let it sit for a day or so. But Chris is not going to like it because you are supposed to overcook the pasta. So the pasta is very soft.
Oh, Anthony.
What the
Anthony.
I could have been like, oh, I made chicken with a pineapple on it. This is Hawaiian, but it's not. This is Hawaiian.
That was a shot at me.
Nah, there's definitely good things that you can eat in Hawaii that is not this.
Brother, if I could have found sushi grade tuna, you would have had poke.
I would have eaten that.
I would have eaten anything other than spam and seaweed, yeah. Nah, I would actually do the blood soup again, no cap.
It's sweet and it's smushy.
It's very sweet.
I would rather do the blood soup again.
It's only it's not even a tablespoon of sugar.
I would rather do the gnocchi again. I don't know.
It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. It wasn't as bad as that. It's very oniony.
Not even a full onion.
It is rife, Anthony, with onion. And I am not one of those. I am not of that ilk. Okay? I put onion in things. And most pasta salad is oniony. But that is extraordinarily sweet and oniony, which makes it weird. Just take a bite of it. I've been trying to vamp.
We've been rolling for
17 minutes.
Every time I get a whiff, I can't. My body rejects it.
Just take a bite of it. Take a bite of it.
Nah, I'm actually like freaking out. Like, I'm actually so anxious right now.
Yeah, I love it. This is what it's all about. I did it. I did it and I swallowed it.
I ate a whole one on camera for the TikTok.
You did. That's what that video was?
I got a bunch of them. No, that was me crying from the onion.
You took a video of yourself crying.
I had to.
You are too much.
I said I'm not crying. I'm thinking about Marcus. I said I'm thinking about Marcus Mariota's organ tape.
Oh my God. Hey, listen.
Hold on.
Props to you. Props to you for doing it. All right? It's not you, man. Cuz I would never even attempt that because I knew exactly what it's going to taste like. I would never attempt it. And that's why you've got stones. Because you knew we were going to hate it.
Of course.
You knew you knew this was going to happen.
Of course I did.
Oh my days. Ah!
Oh my God.
I can't have some root beer. You like root beer?
I'm thinking
Drink some
0-0
root beer.
right off rip.
I can't even watch him. I can't watch him.
Guys. The one I had in Hawaii had egg on it too.
That might have made it better actually.
Nah.
Oh my! I had to just relive it. What did you?
So Nikki, what do you rate that?
He's like crying. And then the taste doesn't leave. Nick, if you drink the root beer, it goes away. You probably don't even like root beer.
Nah, this is helping actually.
Oh.
You still got the mac salad too.
That's not as bad.
-1,000,000.
You're getting it. I'm guessing you're zeroing it too.
If I could go lower than 0, I'd give it a 0.
I'm gonna give it a 0.1
Nah,
because you made it yourself,
I don't care.
and it is
Terrible. 0.
It's terrible, but not because of you. Not because
I'm not rating
it's
him.
not
I'm rating
how
the food.
I'm just saying it's a 0.1 because I was able to get it down.
I
Fair.
wasn't.
You took 2 bites.
Right.
I will applaud you for the 2 bites.
That is a 0.1 because I was able to swallow it. If it was like cow brain, like sweetbreads, like that's an automatic 0.0. Like because I would never put that in my mouth hole.
Really?
Like I would never do that. Okay, so but like, and I'm sure it's good to people who like. If you don't mind this, If you don't mind the wrap,
Yeah, dude.
no problem.
So the story with this is we literally had to be like, hey, we have to get to this gas station by this time or they're going to be sold out. They go that fast.
Again, well, from Hawaii, a lot of people are eating seaweed, wrapped things with nori, and I believe it. And again, if you're accustomed to eating that or you like it, then it's like, oh, it's nothing. Especially, if you're accustomed to eating the Spam, or even if you grew up eating Spam, which I didn't.
This is my first time. Well, Hawaii was my first time ever trying it. It's the first time I ever had to buy it, actually. It was weird.
And does that taste like the one you had in Hawaii?
Theirs was obviously better. It was packed better. It was, pretty much the same. Theirs was a little sweeter because it was more like glazed, but it was...
Oh, okay. Like I said, I mean... yeah. It's horrendous.
I'm going 6.5 because it's good.
If you ate it.
I can deal with it, though. That's the thing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And you rated the food. That's fine. I mean, it's not going to be pleasant. Not going to be a pretty rating, but it'll probably be better than...
a 2.20.
Which is?
The second lowest of all time.
What was the lowest?
Blood soup with a 0.
What? No, I gave it... No,
everybody gave it a 0. I was the only one that gave it a 1, and then the next week I was like, that was horrible.
No.
Oh, no, you gave it like a negative something.
No. I gave it higher than a 0. Because I said it wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
I sure gave it a 0.
I did
I'm
not
pretty
give
sure
it
it was zeros across the board.
I promise I did
we'll
not
have to
give it
go
a
back
0.
to the tape. I think I remember somebody not giving it a 0.
It was me, and then I changed it the next week. I was like, oh, it's like a 2, and then I changed it.
Nah.
Because I was lying.
Nah, because I remember being like, nah, this wasn't as bad as you made it seem.
Oh.
Because you were like throwing up over there.
That was a good one.
This was worse than that.
Yeah, this
Really?
was far worse. That's why
I'd have a whole cauldron of that before I ate that again.
Yeah, I agreed.
Go ahead.
Why'd you stick it so deep? I'm not using that spoon
So,
now.
Nick, you actually gave it a 0.5.
Yeah.
You gave it a 0.5.
See?
Chris gave it a 0. I gave it a 3. And then I was like, hey, I lied.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still the lowest.
Yeah.
Soup.
Yes.
And then
I just needed it to be on record that I did not give it a 0.
I'm glad. I don't remember what you gave it, but
all 3 of the lowest 3 are all mine.
But that's because
I take risks, baby.
That's right. You made something that none of us I would have never made. And so that's cool. Like, it's cool. It was featured on one of our episodes.
See, I just don't like this either, to be clear.
You might like that less.
Dude, it smells like when I have to stack the onions, bro, and I have to clean all the peels out, and my hands smell like onions on there. That's what this smells like, yo.
So, fun fact, when your hands smell like onions, find something that's stainless steel and rub it on that.
Yes, I've done that. I actually have because I worked at Desert Moon.
That's actually really good to know. I will actually do that next time I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
I did that all the
Usually
time.
the
at
sinks.
Moon. Yeah, like the sink.
Yeah.
Your face is beautiful right now.
Nah, because
Hold on, let me...
I'm still like about a uke from that thing I just did before.
Well,
bro.
you're not gonna.
Nick, we're gonna get a POV of this one, boy.
You're not gonna. All right, take a bite. Give it a good swaller.
For the TikTok.
He's wiping his tongue off. He's wiping his tongue off.
Ranking on that one, Nikki.
Oh.
He's way in the. He's in the exosphere of his comfort zone.
I made the pog because I knew neither of you would like either of these, and I wanted to give you something to like.
He is in the outer space of his comfort zone. You look like you're recovering from a brain injury.
Point two.
Point 2.
I'm gonna give that a 4.
That's fair.
Nope. Give me the blood soup.
I'm gonna go.
Have one more.
You're delusional.
4.
I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 6, 6.5.
4.
You'd rather eat that than the blood soup.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're crazy.
I'd have a whole cauldron of that over the blood soup.
I would have 2 cauldrons of the blood soup.
Now I now have the 4 lowest scores.
No.
I have a 0. I have a 2.20. I have a 3.57, which was the mac salad, and I have a 3.77, which was my Philly cheesesteak wings.
Oh, those were tough. Oh, I've got
the
bad memories of
sauce was
those
tough
two.
on those. A little too salty. If I remake it, I would kill it.
I would love to redo that.
Oh my god.
Well, we have another chance for Nikki to retake the lowest.
Whoa. Let me give the Pog a quick 8.
I'm giving it an 8.
No, I was just saying next week we'll have another chance for you to get the lowest. Yeah, what are you giving the Pog?
Actually, I'll go up. Honestly, you're getting a lot of love here because this was the only thing that got me through the night.
That's why I made it.
I'm going to give it a 9.2.
Wow!
It's a 10 for me because it reminds me of vacation.
Honestly, if you put some Malibu in there,
I was getting to that.
it would have been a 20.
So that's what you do is you can absolutely add to it. This is a mixer most of the time.
I looked
So
it up earlier. I said you could spike it.
Places in Hawaii, this is like their orange juice. So like out here, everybody's like, oh, let me get an
I was
orange
going to
juice.
say, this is like
Let
a
me get Pod.
mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a mimosa almost. Yeah, that's some gas. That would be a great mixer.
9. There you go.
I have a redemption. I will take my 9.4 and settle for the night.
You've got one of the best rated things and what?
4 of the
worst.
Listen.
I'm going to have to go unsafe next time.
Now, yes, that's the whole point, man. I could have just made chicken with pineapple. Didn't want to. I wanted to be crazy here. Everything I've made has been insane.
That's true.
Athletes.
Oh, shoot.
An athlete.
Do the overall.
Okay.
You can do both of the food together and then the drink by itself.
Okay. Brian Strait, defenseman in the NHL. Do you remember him? For the Islanders?
Maybe.
Just a colander. A sieve, if you will.
I'm going to go mac salad, musubi, Pog, Tennessee Titans, Marcus Mariota.
Okay.
I'm going Buddy Hield.
Oh, dear.
I love this. All right, so we have, would you say Brian
Strait.
Brian Strait,
Of the Penguins and Islanders.
Buddy Hield, and like Marcus Mariota right before he got replaced by Ryan Tannehill.
All right. Good. Very good.
And now we march. We move on.
And now we move on. We move on from that. That was an event.
I do have more Pog if you guys want some.
I have more.
Nikki? I have a half a gallon of it.
I'll just take a little bit more.
All right. Let's move on. I'm going off the cuff today for the info. Sorry. All right. Here we go. I got something pretty unbelievable for the bad of the week today. I'm not talking about Raffy Devers. He's coming. I made an exception for him, okay? He's going to be the crazy of the week, and then we're going to segue into that. So we're going to go there at the end. The bad of the week is Matt Garza, okay?
Are you talking former All-Star pitcher Matt Garza?
That's right. Matt Garza.
Isn't he retired?
He is. There's a video, which is now on the screen. And this video is of him being ejected from the 9U baseball team that he coaches. Now, say what you want about umpires, whatever. Okay. Major League umpires all suck, mostly. 9-year-olds are playing baseball. We got a group of 9-year-olds playing a game of baseball. And he's arguing catcher's interference. They called it catcher's interference. And so his team gave up a run or something. The catcher's glove got in the way. This catcher's interference. He's like, the umpire's like, Coach, it's just one play. Coach, it's fine. Go back to the dugout. Come on, Coach. I know where the strike zone is. And then he says something to him. The umpire ejects him. So he says, get out. So then Garza goes back up to him, and he gets right in his face with all the parents there. Matt Garza's a big guy. Big, tall, strong guy. He's arguing with him. He's got the baseball pants with the pinstripe. He's got the jersey with his name on the back of it. He's coaching Itolo. And so he's going up to the umpire, and they're nose to nose. And the umpire just goes, that's game. And everyone's like, the parents, you know how the parents are. So he's the bad. What are you doing? They're 9 years old.
You want to hear a dissenting opinion because I'm on Matt Garza's side?
Stop.
Because no, these same thing with, I understand they're children, but umpires at all levels have unbelievable egos. There are very few umpires that I liked growing up that were good, that knew the strike zone, that would let you argue a little bit, would give you a little bit of a leash because they're human.
That's an automatic toss.
No, it's not.
Arguing balls and strikes.
No way.
So what did this umpire do to show an ego?
Nothing.
The game's over. Get out of here, coach.
After he ejected the coach for screaming in his face in front of 9-year-olds, sending that message.
He's sending the message of play the game with intensity.
Anthony, this is garbage. If that's what you stand for, we got to rethink our friendship. I'm never letting my kid near you when it comes to baseball, because you do not, as a parent, you do not want to see the coach of your kids do that, because then it tells the kids it's okay to mouth off to somebody who's an authority figure. And in a baseball game with kids, the umpire is the authority. And that sends a very bad message. And that's not even an opinion.
No, but it also sends a message of the umpire is right no matter what, and that's garbage.
It's okay to disagree with his call. Mm-hmm. But after 2 minutes and he's not changing the call, it's over. Or the game's over. And the game's over.
But umpire went on ego trip.
You don't think Matt Garza did?
That is not an ego trip to end the game.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and umpire a game if I'm getting yelled at by the parents and the coaches.
And you were an umpire.
Yeah, exactly.
Make the correct call.
He did!
So why is there an argument?
Because Matt Garza's on the power trip!
But he's not.
What? He made the right call.
Yeah.
I know. Garza's saying you don't know what you're doing.
So if he came out and you made the right call, and I said, hey, you made the wrong call, and you look at him and you say, I know, that was my bad, why would I ever argue anything with you?
But I wouldn't have said that. I said, yes, it is the right call.
What did the umpire say, though, is the question.
He said it was the right call. You said you watched the video.
I didn't listen to the video.
Oh, I don't believe it for a second. I think he's lying.
No, I just watched it. I was scrolling through Twitter at work. Well, X at work.
Here's the problem, okay? He did say that you got the call wrong. The umpire did say he gave him plenty of time to argue. Plenty of time! And you're telling me that Garza's not wrong for screaming in his face?
Regardless if it was the right or wrong call, umpires make wrong calls all the time, even in the MLB. Mm-hmm. And that's also besides the point of all of it, which is this is a 9-year-old game. That's the main thing. If this is Major League Baseball and it's the wrong call, let them have it. Yeah. These guys are being paid to play baseball. The 9-year-olds are paying to play baseball. I mean, that's insane. And they have to deal with this nonsense from their former pro washed-up coach. And the umpires have to deal with this every game from the former washed-up coaches and the parents and the new generation of kids that also have huge egos. Yes, 9U, are you kidding me? Yeah, they're all wearing all the arm sleeves, sunglasses. They all think they're Bryce Harper, yada, yada, yada. I'm okay with the drip, though. I don't mind it. I'm okay with it. But it's when you start acting like them. That's why it's good to have good role models and not Matt Garza screaming at an umpire
that's not a
for
good
5 minutes
coach of
straight.
I can guarantee you somebody from one of Matt Garza's teams will go at least Division 1. Guarantee it.
And that's fine. But that's a poor moment in his coaching tenure.
I think he's coaching a 9U team as if he would be coaching a high school team or a college team.
Well, that's just
okay.
incorrect. That's just not how that works.
I think there's a different interaction you have.
Some of us have worked with kids our whole life and understand this.
I've coached 9U. I've played baseball.
And
I've
did
coached
you
it.
do that?
I've argued with umpires.
Did you go up and get right in his grill?
No.
Okay, then.
He didn't piss me off enough.
Anthony, I've known you a long time, and I know you would never do that because you're a good person and you're not a psychopath. You would not do that in front of 9-year-olds. You would not do that.
Probably not, yeah.
Okay. Because you are not crazy. That's it. I would not do that in front of 9-year-old kids. I would. Would I do that in front of a high school team? Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't blame, I blame Matt Garza, but I don't blame Matt Garza because, again, the guy knows what it takes to make it to the professional leagues. He is more qualified than any umpire on that field.
Yo, you can be intense without trying to show up a literal umpire of 9-year-olds.
The guy doesn't get paid enough to deal with that.
No.
Nobody wants that.
No, I completely agree with the ending the game.
Well, yeah, because Garza he's about to like pick the guy up and throw him. he's like about to kill this guy over a 9-year-old baseball game.
Dude, at the end of the day,
I didn't watch the whole video. If it's that bad, Jesus.
He got right in his face.
If you want,
all right, I got the video here.
Watch it.
if you have such a problem, you put on the gear and you can be the umpire. Go right ahead.
Garza's not doing that.
No.
He's a clown. Clown show. Absolute clown show. Get him out of there.
Okay, no.
He swore at him.
No.
He swore at him.
Okay, but listen to the umpire the
I'm
whole
gonna
time.
end the show.
Listen to the umpire the whole time. The umpires, the umpires being sarcastic to Matt Garza. Listen to him.
I would like to continue watching.
Oh, you're making it sound way worse than it actually was.
Are you kidding me? He literally charged him.
All he was saying was, that's terrible.
He charged him.
He's saying, that's terrible.
He charged him.
Listen to what the umpire said. The umpire was being sarcastic. The umpire was, you can bleep me, the umpire was being an asshole. Garza asked him, he said, hey.
He's going to cut the segment out.
He said, hey, where is the box? And Garza's saying, okay, it's right here. And then he starts walking in it. And the umpire goes, I know where the box is. Listen to it.
And you're acting like walking in the box isn't showing up the end.
No.
That's an automatic ejection in Major League Baseball.
Guaranteed.
It's like drawing a line. Get this ego trip of a coach off the field. I don't care who he is. Who cares what his name is? Who cares how qualified he is? It would be no different if I was there, and if I did that, I'd get ejected just the same. He's showing up the umpire who made the right call. You're missing the fact that he made the right call.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Well, he's sitting there arguing with him for a prolonged amount of time. He said something to him as he's walking away.
Correct.
And
He probably said terrible call or along those
or a
lines.
swear.
Yes.
Which is an automatic ejection from a little 9-year-old game. Goodbye, as you say.
Hold on. I just want to hear what he says. Hold on, I didn't go back far enough.
It was not there, Anthony. It was right as he turned. He swore at him or he said something.
But listen to hold on.
The umpire's talking to him very nicely.
He said, I'm asking you a question. Where is the line? He said, I answered your question. The line is right there.
Then the coach needs to leave.
And then
Goodbye.
And then he said, the box is right here. And then the umpire goes, I know where the box is.
Yeah, he does know where the box is.
Why is the coach
He is the umpire.
continuing to contest and ask? He has given him enough time. He's now taken his hat off and he's irate. And then he said something and now he's out of the game.
No, because Garza
And
was...
he needs to keep walking and not turn around and charge the umpire after being thrown out of the game.
Issue
because it's a 9-year-old game.
If the umpire didn't go on an ego trip and go, "You're out of here,"
Yeah, you're delusional.
that's no.
You're actually
absolutely
delusional.
delusional.
Like, you're
No way.
off something.
You're not the person who I know. To be fair, like
I don't know what kind of drugs are in whatever you made today, but you took too many.
serious. I have to. This is insane. You're now the bad of the week.
But
I love you.
We talk about ego tripping umpires every week.
Yeah,
here.
but this is a 9-year-old game, Anthony.
And they're still ego tripping.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was no ego in that clip.
No,
Yes,
there
was.
was not. I would be the first person to call an umpire on an ego trip. I do it all the time.
I would listen, if it was me, I probably wouldn't have blown up like that, but I would have been just as irritated if a volunteer umpire
But he made
throws
the
me
right
out of
call.
the game.
But the
You
umpire
shouldn't
made the
be
right
arguing
call.
with an umpire in a 9-year-old
But
game.
he wasn't arguing the call right away. This is going to get cut out. He wasn't arguing the call right away, though. He was asking for clarification
This is not
at
getting
first.
cut out.
He was asking for clarification at first.
He got it, and then kept asking and insinuating that the umpire had no hold of the game, which
Okay.
he clearly did because he made the right call.
Now, I don't think,
9-year-olds,
again,
by the way.
I don't think it's ejectable.
Okay.
But what did he say when he turned around? We don't know.
Regardless, I don't think it should be ejectable.
I'm not hearing it from coach all game if I'm an umpire. When I made the right call.
You had a coach, and you know who it is. And the coach's kid was on the team.
Yes. I mean, this could be any
You're
of them,
still
but-
friends with the kid.
Oh, yeah.
And the coach just let the ump have it all the time.
Yes, and they were ejected many a time.
Okay.
Yes, they were.
Did the umpire know the rules?
Yes.
I mean, there were always wishy-washy things that happened. Because it's children playing baseball.
Okay, so maybe I'm arguing this from a different perspective because my dad was always my coach. Rulebook was memorized. So anytime an umpire made a BS call, my dad would literally out of his back
Oh,
pocket
that's why.
be
There
like,
we go.
wrong.
This is pathetic.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
It's your kids, little kids.
Okay, I was 13. 12,
We're not
13.
we're not talking about
Talking about 9
13-year-olds.
though. 9 and 13 is a big difference. You want to go through puberty
I played
with
in
me?
this. I played in the same league that when I was 10 and 13. So it's the same age.
I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. Didn't you have a surprise or something?
Yeah, I do have a surprise, guys. All right. This is kind of 4th of July themed.
That's great.
But you know what? And this also, the paper didn't say confidential, but this is some cool information, and it is from my grocery store where I work at called Stop and Shop.
Nicky, don't get fired.
No, I'm not, because this is actually good press for them, I think. And it didn't say confidential on the paper. So, I have 9 fruits and vegetables for you guys that are the most indexed items for 4th of July week out of all of our fruits and vegetables. And I want you guys to guess them. And this is in terms of, like, percentage of sales increase during that week of 4th of July. So that doesn't mean bananas.
Are we
is-
working
And it's-
together?
and it's-
you guys can alternate answers rapid fire, and it doesn't mean like. So I'll just give you an example. Like bananas is not on it
I wasn't
because
gonna say
there's
that.
no
increase.
There's no
Okay.
increase. It's just so it's not our most sold item.
We could work together on
There
this.
are 5 vegetables and 4 fruits.
I think I have 3 of the 4 fruits.
I've got a fruit. You want to say it with me?
Are we thinking strawberry?
No, but you could put that out.
I'm thinking strawberry.
Strawberry's not on the list.
Okay.
okay.
Watermelon.
Watermelon is
That was
number
guess
2
2.
of the fruit. Number 2 of the fruit.
My only other one would be blueberry.
Blueberry is not on it.
Okay.
And it's simply because it's increased. We sell
no, I
that
get
stuff a
that.
ton regardless during this
Right,
time.
watermelon always goes on sale this time of year.
yes.
Yeah.
Grapes.
No grapes.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Cantaloupe.
No cantaloupes.
Pineapple.
No pineapple.
Fruit.
Fruit. They're all 3 of them are very summer fruits.
Yeah. Mango.
No.
That was a bad guess.
These 3 fruits are like only in season during the summer.
Kiwi.
No.
It's a good one.
They're not that crazy.
I didn't think. You never know. Well, watermelon's a summer fruit always.
I'm trying to think of like fruits that are not.
Peaches.
Yep. That is the four.
I'm thinking of what I bought today.
Are we going nectarine?
No, but that's a
Damn.
good guess. That's a good
Plus.
guess. Yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
Oh, it's the stone fruit.
But you're missing the number one, though.
It's a vegetable.
No.
Number one's a
We haven't
fruit.
done the vegetables
How
yet.
is
There's 5
watermelon not
vegetables.
number
Yeah.
one?
You've got, that was, watermelon was 2, peaches was 3, plums was 4. You're missing number 1. We stock it with the berries.
Cherries.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Cherries.
Because this is when they're in season.
I talk about you know what's funny? I've talked about cherries, peaches, and plums with one of my coworkers today.
I bought at Stu Leonard's today peaches, cherries, and watermelon.
I have a watermelon, strawberries, blueberries, and pineapple at my house.
Yeah, summer fruit. All right, we got them.
Okay,
And
vegetables.
now you got 5
All
veggies.
stone fruit.
Except the
Yeah.
watermelon.
Yeah.
Watermelons. I'm pretty sure watermelon's a berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something like that.
Right. It's not in the squash. It's a fruit. One of those.
Summer.
Those were all about a 50% increase.
Okay, zucchini.
No.
I was thinking zucchini too.
But that's probably
It's
your
winter, fall.
What about in the same vein? How about yellow squash, summer squash? No. Okay.
All those were.
Oh, you know what? You could say
Yeah, corn.
I was gonna say that's the one. If you don't get, you guys are crazy. Because I was just gonna say everything on this list is about a 50% increase. Corn is a 500% increase.
Yeah, corn.
in sales.
I love corn.
Yeah.
Corn is number 1, far and away.
Onions.
Yep, that's the 5th.
Oh, I would never have said onion.
Burgers,
Well done.
mac
It's the
salad.
Vidalias. It's the Vidalias.
The sweet ones.
Yep.
See, we can get along too. We're teammates now.
If you continue on the burger train, you'll get another one.
Tomatoes.
Yep.
Lettuce.
No lettuce.
Okay,
Tomatoes.
just tomatoes.
was.
Tomatoes.
Yep.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So how many more do we need now?
2.
2 vegetables.
I'm gonna go on a limb here. Arugula.
No.
Damn. That'd have been a good
In fact,
one.
there's no lettuce of any variety.
So no spinach.
Potatoes.
Correct. Number 3.
Potato salad.
Baked potatoes, potato salad. And now you're missing
Potato
number
salad
2.
goes hard.
You're missing
on-
number 2, and this one is one that is more because of the increase. Because it's not most sold, it's increase.
Carrots.
No.
No, it's a fall.
asparagus
Oh, that one we do sell a lot right now, but no.
because it's in season.
Cauliflower.
No. It could be on a burger. Most people wouldn't, but it could be.
A pickle.
No.
Love pickles. Nick, where do you stock the pickles in the vegetable section? I have another odd one.
All right.
The beet.
No.
Oh, that's more of a fall.
It's not that
vegetable.
odd. It comes in different colors.
Is it a carrot? No, I already said carrot. Different colors.
We've named a lot.
And a
of things.
lot of different varieties.
Is it the pepper?
It is.
It's a
peppers.
pepper.
All right.
Peppers.
All right. Yeah, I'm thinking about the grill.
Yeah.
Peppers.
I'm thinking about the grill. They're grilling peppers and onions. Yeah. Well done.
So, and I got 2 more little facts, and I'll have you guys guess for a little fun.
This is fun out of it today.
I know.
In the week before 4th of July and the week of 4th of July, how many watermelons does Stop and Shop sell? Not just my store.
Company-wide?
Company-wide.
Can we have a? It's more than this.
What do you mean? Like
It's more than 8.
it is more than 8.
I think I've eaten 8 watermelons myself in the past
I've
2
eaten
months.
3. 3 in the Barberi household.
That's good. That's good fruit, man.
It's between 50,000 and 2 million.
Okay. I was probably gonna say like 8 million.
I'm going to go 965,000.
I'm gonna go 1.4 mil.
It is 500,000. Around 500,000. And then cherries. How many bags?
That's a lot of watermelons.
How many bags of cherries do we sell in those same weeks?
I don't know, but I know every single one of them starts getting mold on them after 2
I'm going to
days.
go
Bags, not individual cherries. Bags.
3,500 bags. 35,000 bags. I'm sorry. Why did I say 3,500?
10,000 bags.
Over 1 million.
Oh my my God!
$4 million in sales.
The cherry. You know what's funny? I pretty much did this today. My intern at work was like, "You like football, right?" I was like, "Yeah, it's kind of my thing." He goes, "You want to guess the 10 most popular selling jerseys from the year 2020?" And I did. It was fun. Good time.
Not surprised. Oh, that was a lot of fun, Nick.
Yeah, I was just sitting on the desk when I came into work today, and I was like, you know what? This would be cool to talk about. Because I thought it was crazy. I was like, we sell 500,000 watermelons in 2 weeks.
Right, and that's only a 2-week span.
And Stop and Shop is only a Northeast thing.
Yeah.
That's a lot of watermelons.
We only have
in 2 weeks.
I don't know how many stores, but less than 20, I think.
You hit down south, watermelons are going to be flying. Out west,
my God,
watermelons are going to be flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they grow a lot more down there.
That's what I'm saying.
Where they get those long, hotter summers. My God. Cool.
It was fun.
How about nowhere it's warmer? San Francisco! The crazy of the week / our baseball segment takes us not to Boston anymore, where the Yankee killer used to reside. It's San Fran, where Rafi Devers now exists as a Giant with a brand new mindset. What is going on, Anthony?
I love it. And he's just giving the biggest Dominican middle finger to the city of Boston, his new general manager, Alex Cora. It's incredible. For those of you that don't know, the Rafi Devers drama started when they signed Alex Bregman without letting him know. The Red Sox signed Bregman, did not tell Rafi Devers they were going to replace him in the field. That pissed him off to start. After that, Bregman, they wanted Rafi to start playing first, and he's like, "No, I'm a third baseman." They said, "Cool, we'll DH you, full-time DH." Bregman goes down. They said, "Hey, Rafi, you want to play third base?" Rafi goes, "I'm a DH now. I don't intend on ever playing the field again. I'm going to retire a DH." What does he do in his first press conference with the San Francisco Giants, you might ask? They ask him, "Do you plan on playing the field?" And he said, "I'll play wherever coach wants me to play." Incredible. Truly incredible.
This could have far-reaching consequences across the league. Because I started to think about how other superstars could react to something like this happening. Right? What you even wrote it. What does this tell the locker room?
Yeah, I said that more along the lines of the Red Sox are one of the hotter teams in baseball right now, and they traded a top 15 hitter in the league for peanuts. I mean, it was
really peanuts.
It was Jordan Hicks, who's absolutely washed. Kyle Harrison. They immediately sent him to AAA, which nothing says, "Hey kid, welcome to the team," like you're going to Pawtucket. And then 2 players that aren't even out of low A ball. For a top 15 hitter, top 10 hitter in the league. So if I'm a veteran, it's like, I don't want to sign with Boston. These guys are punting. They had an opportunity. They gained some ground on the Yankees, which we'll talk about later. They gained some ground on the wild card, but it's like, nope, they just gave up. And I could see where the front office is going, right? Be a team player or don't be on the team. But you don't do that. I mean, when you have a guy making $300 million, you kind of don't hold him to the same standards as everybody else. Now, I hate to say that, but you don't.
No.
If you're being paid that much, you get away with a lot more.
It's just a very strange situation. Very, very interesting and strange situation. The fact that they just they didn't let him walk, but I know Devers doesn't care. It's just such a slap in the face.
It's incredible.
The handling of him has just been unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Craig Breslow, who's the new GM of the Red Sox this year. Breslow didn't sign Devers. It was Chaim Bloom. And I feel like they kind of panicked to sign him. And Breslow was like, "Hey, I'm not paying $300 million for a DH," which is fair. But that DH just happens to be a top 15 player in the league.
Right.
So you win some, you lose some, and this is one where Boston lost one, and I think it's hilarious.
In a big way.
Rafi's already raking.
You want to talk about losses? The Yankees have dropped 6 straight games.
Oh, they lost tonight?
They did score a run. They
2.
scored 2 runs in their 3-2 loss to the Angels tonight, Wednesday night. But that makes it 6 straight. They were shut out for 29 straight innings before Jazz Chisholm's second inning home run today. So it was 30 innings, and they've now lost 6 in a row. To be honest, I was just kind of waiting. I was, as a Yankees fan, watching a lot more games this year. I was waiting. I was ready for this.
Yeah, any Yankee fan knew it was coming. This team, it's been the same for the last 10 years. The team gets hot at the same time, they get cold at the same time. They get hot at the same time, they get cold. I'm not worried. I already wrote it. Everybody's hot at once, everybody's cold at once. Can't wait to bargain bin shop at the deadline again. That's what I'm looking at. It's the same thing every year. Oh, we're not going to go trade for anybody because getting Giancarlo Stanton's back, it's like getting somebody back.
This is what, now the 3rd year of you saying this?
Getting Luis Heel back is going to be, it's like trading for the rookie of the year.
The same thing for 3 straight years, and he's not exaggerating when he says the last decade. 3 years of that decade has been you and I talking about this, and the 3 of us talking about this, and you saying the same thing. Brian Cashman goes and he says, getting X. It's always Stanton. Getting Stanton back is like getting a trade.
Was Dominguez. Last year was getting Dominguez back. The year before that, it was getting DJ back. The year before that. Also, I got a bone to pick.
Oh, boy.
I text you guys. Did not get the reaction I wanted out of both of you. Did you see where our friend Brian Cashman has been multiple times over the last couple weeks?
I was with both kids in the middle of a tantrum, I think, when you said that.
Brian Cashman has been attending Danbury West. He's been at Rogers Park a couple times over the last 2 weeks. We were in that booth, Chris.
That's right.
We could have had an ear. We could have had a mouth to the ear of the Yankees. I don't think he would have listened to us. It would have been pretty cool. But,
why is he there?
He has to be scouting somebody. Has to be. He's there with his daughter. I don't think she goes to school around here. Maybe she goes to WestCon. I don't know. Gracie Cashman. But I've seen it. Mike sent it to me on TikTok. He's like, hey, Aunt, I have a way for you to get into the ear of the Yankees. What are you talking about? And I saw he sent me, Grace Cashman's thing. I'm like, looking at it, and he's like, look where he is. And she flips the camera, and it's Rogers Park. And I was like, oh, my God, he's at a Westerners game. Tough.
We can get there.
I know we got to call up Pat.
Pat, how do we get up in that booth?
Yeah.
Well, we can get up if there's room up there.
You ain't gotta get in the booth, bro. You just gotta walk up to him.
Yeah.
That's right. Cashman.
Yeah.
I like that. No, that would be, if it was like a 10 a.m. on a school day, I would have been like, oh my God. Instead, it was like 10 a.m. on like a Saturday.
I think it might have been
Sunday.
You might have been mid dance class.
Oh dear. Very good. All right. Well, this is an annoying thing to have to talk about, but the Panthers won again.
Not the Carolina Panthers, unfortunately.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that'll
Still
be
going to
another
make
10
the playoffs,
years.
though. Still going to make the playoffs.
Here
We're not starting this yet.
We'll go. We got to wait till August for this.
With the tragic prediction of last year.
9-8, he said they'd be.
They're going to win 6 in a row or something.
I was just watching that video for reasons I'll tell you guys about later.
Oh, my God. But the Florida Panthers are the winners for the 2nd straight year. Matthew Tkachuk said we're a dynasty now, which immediately makes it not a dynasty.
It's also 3-4, not 2-3, Matthew, but okay.
We'll see what happens next year. There's a lot of pending free agents for the Panthers, but I just want to tell you that if I was an Edmonton Oilers fan, I'm not going to work today. Like, there's nothing worse.
There's no excuse for it.
They're
either.
the last team since the 70s to lose back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, because the trend lately over the last bunch, if the team makes it back-to-back years, they lose the first time, they win the second time. Happened with the Penguins,
Panthers,
Oilers in the 80s against the Islanders. They lost to them and then they beat them.
Vegas.
No, Vegas made it to the finals their first year, but they didn't win the second year. But it's a weird thing. I don't know. Listen, the Oilers were not good enough.
One thing that bothers me is we talked about the free agents. It's really, really not as bad as you think it is, by the way you said it, Chris. So that guy on TikTok, if you're watching this, by the chance that this is your 40-something week off from the job that you have, got to give you credit. This team, realistically, the only people leaving or could leave are Sam Bennett, who they're already trying to work on a deal with.
That's the Conn Smythe winner. So
Aaron Ekblad, Brad Marchand, Vitek Vanacek. That's it. Those are the only big players. They have Reinhart, Verhaeghe, Forsling, Lindell, Kulikov, Matthew Tkachuk, Bob locked in.
I could see Marchand staying on a 1-year deal.
I don't know why he wouldn't.
This team is built for the next 5-6 years, and it's insane.
How about Sam Reinhart? 4 goals. Do you know that he had more goals in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final than Mitch Marner has had in his last 20 playoff games?
Marner, where do you think Marner's going to go?
Some people are saying to the Island, and I don't see that happening.
Send him to the Lightning.
I think he's going to end up in Minnesota.
I'm a big Mitch Marner fan.
He's an absolute clown.
No.
He is. I don't want him on the Wild.
Nah, I saw something terrible. So
you said the same thing about Line A, and Line A turned it around this year too. Where I was like, I want Line A, and you're like, no, you don't. And
I hope the Maple Leafs never win a cup in all the years I'm alive. They booed him on his final game. That's terrible.
I hope may every game the Leafs play from here on out be a loss. Just because John Tavares left for that team. There is nothing good about that team. And even worse is that Joe Bowen is retiring at the end of next season, their broadcaster. So this is the last season I get to listen to him.
They booed him on his last game, bro.
What has he done for him?
Everything. He gave everything to that team. I don't care what you say. Yes, he did. You guys are delusional.
It doesn't matter what he gives.
He did not give everything, and that's why they booed him.
Yeah.
They booed him because
they'd never boo Matthews.
You know who's another bum is Matthews.
Yeah, they'll start booing him. Don't you
love his mustache?
I hate that most of all, and you know that.
They will boo Matthews when things start going south. That's just how Maple Leafs fans do.
They booed that whole line of Nylander, Matthews, They boo them all. Nice. What are they doing? And to the point where other teams this season, other guys on other teams are like, I kind of feel.
It was Marchand.
Yeah, Marchand is like, I kind of feel for this team. They're under such unbelievable pressure
for no reason.
For no reason.
He's like, yeah, the team does it. The fans do it to themselves. They're like, they put this.
The
pressure
media
on
and
this
the
team.
fan base is ruthless. Oh my God, I would never want to play for that team ever. Oh, Montreal's tough too, but their fans love their team now. Marty St. Louis is 50 years old now. Shout out Marty St. Louis.
Well, St. Louis, he's the coach, right?
Yeah.
I thought he was GM. Who's the GM of the?
I forget.
You don't know. You don't know. Well, I ask because I do want to talk about the GM of the Florida Panthers. Guy's name is Bill Zito. He is Guido. Love that. They're owned by an Italian man as well.
Zito is one ZT.
The best
the
pasta.
most overrated. Guy's insane. He hasn't missed on a trade. He was the general manager for the AHL equivalent of the Columbus Blue Jackets, so he was in their system. And they chose
Jarmo.
Yeah.
Jarmo Kekalainen.
Kekalainen is their GM, who has put up a .425, .386, and .101 record in his tenure. Not quite as good as the Panthers, unfortunately.
I think Jarmo's a good GM, but it's a good market for Bill Zito. It's a small market team, and he's turned it into...
Florida's a state of hockey.
He's turned it into this. Him and, believe it or not, Steve Yzerman, because this team on the Lightning is Steve Yzerman's team still. They've really turned Florida into the state of hockey. You're absolutely right.
I mean, it's insane. Like, it all started with the Matthew Tkachuk trade, because it was Tkachuk for, who did they send to Calgary?
Huberto.
Yes, that's right. And I remember everybody was like super overreacting, and they're like, "This is a dumb move for Florida," and like, it's kind of working out.
It's great. It's great it's good for hockey. I think just anybody but the Panthers next year, and everybody's going to be gunning for them even more.
Speaking of champions, do we have time for soccer, or do you want to save it till next week?
You want to save it?
I can save it. It'll be relevant then.
Yeah, next week we'll be out of sports. Save it for next week.
Okay, yes. I got sports for next week.
We'll have just baseball, and then NFL training camp.
All right, I got soccer.
Very good. All right, let's do Grammy's Grinders of the Week. You ready?
Yeah, I feel like I never go first, and I'm ready, so I'll go first. Mine is Sophie Cunningham of the Indiana Fever. This is also something I wanted to talk about, but I'll just do a quick little spiel since we don't have time today. I love that the WNBA is becoming intense and feisty, and it's making the media now. It's actually really exciting.
Every day I see something from the WNBA.
It's fantastic for the sport, and yesterday there was a fight that broke out between Caitlin Clark and players of the Connecticut Sun, including Marina Mabry, who... Give me one second.
Somebody else was in there, another...
And Marina Mabry... Yeah.
Was that the night I was there too? Oh, no, I thought it looked like Mohegan.
She was involved?
Yes, she was involved. She pushed Caitlin to the ground. And then after that scuffle, Sophie Cunningham checked into the game and basically tackled the girl that poked Caitlin Clark's eyes and would not let her up and was smiling the whole time.
But she didn't poke Caitlin Clark's eyes. She full on punched her in the face.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yes.
I never thought we'd be talking about WNBA enforcers.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
It's kind of sick. But dude, there has to be an internal investigation. Like, I don't want to play the race card here. If races were reversed and white players were treating a black player the way black players treat Caitlin Clark, the league would be shut down.
Yeah.
It's insane. But
I actually love it all. Like, I love what happened to Caitlin Clark last night because it's good for the sport.
She's a martyr for the WNBA.
It's
she really
fantastic for the sport. And that's why Sophie Cunningham is my grinder, because she stood on business and backed up the star of the WNBA. Shout out Sophie Cunningham.
All right. My Grammy's Grinder of the Week is local. We're keeping it local. He is 11 months old, and his name's Harden. And he's Grammy's Grinder of the Week because he officially started walking.
Woo.
Like, officially. Like, you've seen
it.
Yeah. He can walk across a room. That's what I consider officially. Like, he could get somewhere. It's not like step, fall. He can walk somewhere. So it doesn't really need more than that. He's a true walker.
I hate you for that.
Yeah, I like that.
Go ahead, Andy.
I have 3 different Grammys grinders this week. They all play into the same one. Chris loves this one.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I have my Grammys grinders this week are Tim Murray, Jason Botterill, and Kevin Adams. If you've ever heard these names before and you're like, why are they your grinders? Well, these 3 gentlemen are the last 3 general managers of the Buffalo Sabres since 2014. Now, while the Sabres have 0 playoff appearances, the last 6 Stanley Cups in a row have featured at least one former Sabre. 2019, Ryan O'Reilly on the Blues. 2020 and 2021, Zach Bogosian on the Lightning. 2022, Jonas Johansson on the Avalanche. 2023, Jack Eichel on Vegas. And then 24 and 25, we have Reinhart, Evan Rodriguez, Kyle Okposo, Brendan Montour, Dmitry Kulikov. Great drafting, fellas.
We don't count Kyle Okposo.
What?
What? He's trash.
Yeah, but he was like, Mr. Sabre.
Whoa. What do you mean he's trash? He's trying to rile me up because he's an Islander. Kyle Okposo played the bulk of his career with the Islanders. You know that, right?
Yes. And he was
then
the only
captain
Yeah, I know.
of the Sabres.
Yes, I know.
Nobody thinks he's garbage.
So
he's just trying to make me mad.
The only thing this means is somebody needs to get a player from Buffalo. They already said, what was it, Ottawa? Because they traded for, what's his name? From the Sabres. They got Allmark and then somebody else.
Who'd they get? I forget.
I don't know, but I guess Ottawa's next up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tage Thompson can go.
Tage Thompson can come to Minnesota.
Put in your futures bet right now.
Ottawa or anybody that the Sabres trade for.
Yes.
That's right. It's insane. All right. Thank you very much for watching that. That was a very interesting episode. Thank you for making it to the end. Do this.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you next video.
Thank you, Sabrina. And follow us on TikTok at Sports and Spag Pod and on Instagram at Sports and Spaghetti Pod. And this week, all of the reels that go on TikTok will be cross-posted to Instagram because I figured it out, finally. I figured out just a click of a button. One button is post.
You could do it with Facebook too, man.
And Facebook?
Yeah. You get the reels up on there too.
Facebook.
All in the click of a button.
That's right. Anthony, take us away.
All right. We have Chris. We have Nikki. We have a very full container of mac salad. We have 2 Spam musubis that have been spit out. As always, take care of your loved ones. Argue with an umpire at a 9U baseball game.
Don't do that.
And as always, stay full.